What's up guys, Devil Dog Gamer here. And today we're going to talk about carry guns. The reason being, Mrs. Devil Dog just got her concealed. Whoops, now we both have them. Now there's issues here. I live in Florida. Alright, I should say we. Yeah, we. We live in Florida, which is a primarily shorts and t-shirts state. It's constantly hot. Therein lies an issue when it comes to concealed carry. This is my concealed carry. This is a USP9 compact. While it is small, it is a double stack, so you get a little bit of a width. If you compare it to, say, the 1911, they're a little, there's quite a difference. This size makes all the difference when carrying, because that external width that you get from a double stack adds to more exposure within shorts and t-shirts. Now, while this is a problem for me, this creates an extreme problem for Mrs. Devil Dog because, well, she's a good-looking woman. What do good-looking women wear? Tight clothing, right? So that's an issue. And that therein lies the problem. That concealed carry is basically you have to find a gun that fits your personal style of clothing and where you like to carry. Whether it's the small in the back, the front carry, which you shouldn't do, the gangster style, or on the side of the hip like I do, you have to not only make compromises with the gun, but also with your clothing. That's usually the issue. For Mrs. Devil Dog, something like this wouldn't work. There is no way in hell she would be able to carry this on her person in a waistband without anybody in the world knowing that she has a gun on her at all times. That's just the sad fact of it all. For something like that to work, it would have to be like a small Ruger LCP 380 that's like the size of your palm. But even then, it's such a small firearm that with tight clothing, it's still gonna show. I'm pretty sure I'd have a hard time concealing one a little bit. But I don't know, probably not. I could probably put it in my pocket. But therein lies the problem. I think those Ruger LCPs are complete junk, and I wouldn't carry a 380 if you put a gun to my damn head. There's no way in hell. It's either 9mm and above. And that's the thing. Are you willing to sacrifice your personal safety to carry a gun that you don't feel like carrying because you don't like it or feel it won't perform the standards in a self-defense scenario because you can't actually conceal it right? To me, it just seems, it's dumb. And the issue with that is, say if she wants to, this is actually a problem here, because this is my carry gun, right? This is Mrs. Devil Dog's carry gun. She has the 45, which is considerably larger. The magazine, don't worry about the magazine base plate. So say she's not carrying this on her person. There's no way in hell she's carrying this on her person. So there's only one logical scenario of where she can carry this gun, and that's in her purse. And therein lies a problem. Because at that point, what do most people go for on a robbery on a female, right? The purse. So at that point, and everybody's fighting over a gun. Don't worry, these are all cleared. I'll even show you. Devil Dog, don't bring loaded guns to vlogs. Well, I'll dry fire the shit out of these things, though. Everybody's always like, don't dry fire your guns. Motherfucker, I could throw this through a window and it's still gonna shoot. Fucking dry fires. Anyways, so that's the problem, because as a woman, this is kind of more on a sense of women have a shit deal when it comes to carrying because of the clothing that women wear, and there's really nothing. And the laws of weight are, in Florida, we're lucky enough to have a law to where even if it accidentally shows, you're not going to be getting in trouble. But that doesn't mean you go around flaunting it. And with tight clothing, that's usually what you get is, everybody can see a gun kind of poking out of your pants. Like the 1911, even though it's got a very thin profile, if I were to put this in a holster and put it on my side, you can tell I have a gun on me. No shit, it's just that apparent. Don't worry, this one's clear too. I'm gonna have to start clearing them all in the video. So that's the issue. As a woman, you're kind of very limited, and there's certain things like those belly bands and shit like that. But no, I'm a supporter of open carry. I like open carry. I like that you can get that freedom from the state to do that. Would I ever open carry? No fucking way in hell. Unless it was a bad fucking area, because I'd rather be able to get to the gun faster, to be honest, because I want to be the first on target. But that's the thing, like you, as a woman, you're really kind of shit out of luck when you want to carry more than anything. And then you're kind of forced to carry these guns that, you can go to a gun store and people are going to be like, oh, this is what you should carry, to all these women, because they don't know any better, and they're just selling you crap. Like, I've seen the tiny little pocket pistols, they suck, like, they're horrid for self-defense. Like, I would never use them. You need a full-size, normal firearm. That's why cops carry full-size firearms and not little Ruger LCPs or little 380s and shit. You ever see the size of a 380? It's like a fucking BB gun. Seriously. It's bad enough that people run away after getting 9mm through their chest. Could you imagine dumping like 5 380s into somebody and then watching them get up and be like, oh, you shot me, asshole, now I'm gonna kill you. You know what I mean? That's why she carries the 45. But that's the thing, concealed carry is kind of a little slippery slope. You have to find this balance, and it's just a shitty balance, especially for women. It's a really shitty deal. But that's the thing, like the purses and stuff. Like, as much as I'd hate to say it, Mrs. Double Duck's probably gonna have to carry in a purse because of the size of the firearm she has, the kind of clothing she wears, which I ain't complaining about.
I know, you're making me sound like some kind of slut or something.
She's not a slut, I'm just saying, she's a good looking woman. She doesn't wear a moo-moo all day long, you know what I mean? Those yoga pants though. But, you know, it's kind of, damn, I got off fucking topic. Thanks.
Sorry.
Thanks. Anyways, the fuck was I gonna say? Whatever. Conceal carry. It's kind of a double-edged sword here. You either conceal or you carry, kind of thing for me. That's what it seems like. But you know what? If you're really gonna go through the pains of carrying a firearm, you might as well carry one that you're gonna be comfortable with in a scenario where you're gonna defend yourself. Not something that you're uncomfortable with and you're just making a concession with just so you can kind of hide it under your clothing. To me, that's kind of a stupid thing. If you're gonna go through the pains of carrying it, you might as well just carry one that you like, that you're comfortable with, that you can pull out in a scenario where you're in trouble and know you're gonna rock and roll with it the second it comes out into the open. Instead of just carrying something you don't like because your clothing permits you to do that. I know up north there's a lot of like, you know, coats and stuff in winter, and you can do the shoulder holsters and all kinds of crazy stuff. But here in Florida, we're kind of fucked. But that's the thing we're going on with right now. Concealed carry, it's not always easy. And a lot of the times you sit there, like a lot of times I won't carry because, not that like I'm going to places that I shouldn't be carrying, it's just, for one, I mean, Devil Dog's gaining some weight, first of all. So now I'm carrying this firearm and it's digging into the side of me every 10 fucking seconds because I'm gaining some weight. And not only that, even this little fucker poking through my shirt and everybody can see it. And that's the thing, like, it kind of drives you away at the same time. It becomes kind of a mental thing. You kind of got to push yourself to carry. Even though it's uncomfortable, even though it makes you nervous, like you're constantly checking, is it showing through? Yeah, it's showing through, okay. You kind of hold chicken wing down here a little bit so people don't see shit. Like when I go to restaurants, like the other time we were at Applebee's and I was sitting at a high top. And it's just a chair, you know, high table chair. And we're kind of around and everybody can see me and I'm facing towards everybody. And I know every time I lean over, the magazine is kind of poking out of my shirt and just doing this giant like pyramid out of the back of my shirt. And it's kind of disconcerting. Like I'm upset, like, you know, I start kind of wondering like, oh, are people gonna freak out? Is somebody gonna confront me about this? Like, what the fuck? And that's the thing that kind of sucks about it, but you gotta do what you gotta do. In the end of the day, you're carrying for your own personal safety and the safety of those around you, and you really should kind of focus more on being comfortable with the firearm you have and not how you look. Like, please, officer, take me to jail because my fucking gun's poking through my shirt. It's all dumb. I don't know. Devil Dog's rambling. I do that shit a lot. Mrs. Devil Dog gets me off topic. Ugh, Devil Dog can't even lock it. Fucking slide back. Anyways, guys, that's just my thoughts on concealed carry. I didn't even pull out the 1911. That kind of sucks. I did for a few times. I still gotta clean the bitch. But anyways, boys, we're getting a gun trust together because my fucking sheriff's an asshole. Decides he doesn't want to sign Form 4s anymore like a fucking D-bag. Oh, well, that's Tetra oil, I'm telling you, the best fucking lubricant. I haven't touched this thing in fucking months, and it's still fucking good to go. Anyway, so we're gonna Form 4 to, can't fucking talk today. A gun trust together because the sheriff's not signing Form 1s anymore. So that's my only option. So we're gonna take care of that. Anyways, it seems like a gun trust is a logical decision, just based off the fact that if something happens to me, Mrs. Devil Dog doesn't have to jump through hoops to fucking get all these NFA items that I have. When it would just, the trust would just roll onto her, and I could add whoever, you know, our daughter into the trust when she gets old enough and stuff, and it would just roll onto her if Mrs. Devil Dog passes, and et cetera, et cetera. Seems like the logical choice, especially when there's no registration or any way in Florida to, because Florida only has bills of sales. There's no registration in Florida, only NFA items. So this isn't registered to me. This isn't registered to me. This isn't registered to me. It's just bill of sale. I'm the purchaser of this. So while she can take ownership of this easily, it just seems like a nice clear-cut way to make sure everything passes on to everybody, including the NFA items, because I can't just be like, leave that to her in my will, because it's highly controlled fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? Whatever. I can't fucking talk today, damn it. Highly controlled fucking item, okay? So it just seems like a logical choice, but I'll let you know how that goes. We also have an item at a gun store waiting for this gun trust, and I can't wait to show it off and finally get it. It's probably gonna be 11 months by the time I get it. All this stuff's done, but I'm pretty excited for it. It's fucking baller. Anyways, guys, if you want to see me talk about some stuff or do some stuff, let me know what you want to see in the comments below. Talk to you guys later. Peace.